What is up, guys? Arolf here, back again with another video, and today we'll be taking a look at the Hot Toys Avengers Infinity War Thanos. This is movie masterpiece 479, so let's get into it. So taking a look around the packaging, you get the picture of Thanos on the front. On the side you get the name of the figure with the Avengers A in gold foil. On the back you get a bunch of warning labels and a UPC, so pause if you want to read that. On the other side, same thing, Thanos. Now removing the slipcover reveals the window box to the figure, which on the top it says Thanos as well. And on the side you get the picture of the Infinity Gauntlet. On the back, people responsible, nothing on the other side. And on the bottom, Avengers Infinity War. And without further ado, let's get into it. A little rough, but he's still okay. But doing some size comparisons, here's Thanos next to other Avengers Infinity War figures like Thor, Captain America, Doctor Strange, and Iron Spider. Also a couple of Thor Ragnarok figures like Hulk and Gladiator Thor, as well as the Marvel Legends 3-pack Thanos, and including the Hot Toys Spider-Man Homecoming tech suit. For Thanos' accessories here, he has two right hands, so one relaxed hand, really nice detail, nice speckling detail, nice sculpting on the nails here. You can see they are a little semi-soft rubbery plastic, so this is what it looks like on the figure if you want to do some regular walking poses or some hello poses if you want to. Next up, he comes with his kind of a gripping hand, good for more expressive or dramatic poses or more intense poses if you like. So this is what it looks like on the figure. Also, you could do some cool poses with this hand as well. But looking at the flexed arm here, looking at the gauntlet, I really do like the gold that they use. If they use this gold on the 1/4 scale, then the 1/4 scale would have been an easy buy, but they just had to use that bright gold, which looks terrible. Nice speckling details here and there on this gauntlet, and the bicep does look weird. There's no way around that. The rubber here, it feels durable. It feels a little loose on the figure. If it was a little bit conformed tighter to the base layer plastic, then I wouldn't worry, but I don't know how this will hold up over time. But rotating the gauntlet here, you want to be cautious because it is a little bit stiff when rotating the gauntlet. You can see there is a little indent right there on the gauntlet, which allows you to get into the battery compartment, and you can see the on and off switch. So turning it on has this one LED light piped into the fist or the open hand itself, and lights up all the lights. So this is what it looks like in the dark, and then this is what it looks like in a lighted situation. So it's not that bright. If you want, you can use the open hand on the flexed arm or the fisted hand on the regular straight arm. So you can have different looks with this guy. So that's what that looks like. And looking at the light on the open hand here, it looks like it's a little bit brighter. They could possibly change the light piping in the open articulated hand here, but you can see that it has articulation, so you have a rotation at the gauntlet itself with both arms, and you have a ball joint at the hand and a hinge forward and back or up and down at the hand as well. Oopsie, I think I just broke. No, I'm just kidding. It is a brand new figure. I just took it out of the packaging, so it is going to be a little bit stiff in the beginning, but that's what you get with the new figure. So looking at the alternative head sculpt here, you get the angry head sculpt, which I do like. Really nice sculpting detail, speckling detail. The teeth, looking at it, it is clean. It would have been nice if there's like indents in the teeth. I like how it's not bright white. It's just a little, it has a yellow tint to it, which I like. So I really like this head sculpt, and you can get some cool dynamic poses with it. And just comparing it with the relaxed head sculpt here, you can see pretty much the exact same sculpt. It's just the expression obviously is different, and then you can see the chin there is a little bit different. It's like bulging out a little more. So yeah. And one thing to point out, you can see the back of the head here. It is a little bit soft, so I guess it allows them to not scuff up the neck post, I suppose, give it some allowance on the head. But looking at Thanos' base here, or stand, you can see the Avengers Infinity War logo spot varnish. Also, there's some spot varnishing details here and there, which is nice. You get the little front nameplate of the movie and then the character. Also comes with this laminated plastic, which is supposed to represent the surface of Titan. So that's what that looks like on that base. Just attaches on like that. Also comes with this clear rod and hook. Very impractical for a figure like this. It would have been nice if he came with the dynamic stand, that metal rod with the clamp. That would have been more suited for this huge figure. And you can see he also comes with the backdrop of Titan as well when he's pulling the moon out of the orbit. Very low resolution, but it still looks good from afar. So this is what Thanos looks like on the whole setup here, which I think looks great. If you can find him in a display case that can fit all of this stuff in, because it is a huge piece. And just folding it up here, just showing you how to fold it up, and this is going back into storage. Now taking a closer look at Thanos here, starting off with the relaxed head sculpt. I really do like this head sculpt. I really like the little smirk that they gave him. Asking for too much, but if Hot Toys gave another head sculpt, kind of a more serious head sculpt, this would have been a perfect figure. I do like the smirk. It is a nice touch, but it's just nice if he just had a blank expression like he always has in the movie most of the time. I think so. But looking at the texturing details on the suit, really, really nice. It's just there's like a lot of speckling details. Like there's a little black dots here and there to replicate, I guess, some wear and tear on this suit, which I like. You can see right there. This little piece right here, it feels like a rubber piece. It looks like a rubber piece, but it's all plastic. So his kind of collar piece right there is all plastic. This part right here is plastic. Same thing right here, all the way back here. This part is a little softer, so it's a softer plastic, a more malleable plastic. Going down here onto his back, everything here is a little softer right there, soft touch. Nice texturing detail, nice weathering and highlights there in the suit itself, or the tank top right there. You can see very malleable, I guess you could say, right there. Nice detail all throughout. You can see underneath his arm here. Very loose rubber, like I said before, on the flexed arm. So very loose rubber throughout this bicep or the arm section. You see his flaps here. Very malleable as well. The back flap is a little bit stiffer, so be careful. You might rip it if you bend it back a little too far. But now just looking at the pants here, very nice material that they use. Really like the stitching here. It's very clean and it's very weathered. What I mean by clean is clean stitching, and it's weathered as well. You can see the shin guards here, semi-soft rubbery plastic right there, so it won't hinder the articulation unless it comes down to the feet. You see the back right here, nice detailing. That part right there on the back of his boots there is a little bit stiff, so it does hinder the articulation, which is okay. And then moving the figure down right here, showing you the bottom of the boots here, you can see some nice tread detail with some little Marvel logos and all that stuff, and that's pretty much it. But now looking at Thanos' articulation, you're starting off with the head. The head is on a double ball joint, so it does rotate side to side, hindered by the big ass chin. The head does move up that far, which is great, and down not that much because of his chin, and his neck can't move, so that's quite unfortunate. Has a little head wobble there. You can see there is a little bit of space between the head and the neck, so he has a little tilty shifty head movement. The arms do rotate all the way around like so, and they bend outward a little less than 90 degrees right there, but that is still pretty good for this figure, and inward that much. Also has a shifting joint right there, so up and down. You can also move it forward and back if you want to. Has a single jointed elbow, seamless joints right there, so it does look really bad. Ball jointed at the wrist, so all the way around, left and right, up and down, all the way you want, I guess. Infinity Gauntlet arm, single jointed elbow, but it doesn't move because of the gauntlet, of course. Rotation at the gauntlet, which I showed you before. Now looking at the hand articulation of the finger, 3 points of articulation on this one right there, so 1 right there, 2, and then 3. Same thing with the ring finger, 1, 2, and 3. The middle finger does not have 3 points, only has 2 points right there, and the pointer finger has 3 points of articulation right there. You also get a ball joint at the thumb right there, so that's the range you can get, and a single joint at the thumb right there. Whew, that was a lot of talking, so that's the articulation you get with the fingers, so that's pretty cool. And if you want, you can attempt him to do the snapping pose, which I'll show later on in the video. So this is the closest that you can get to a snapping pose, so yeah, there you go. Now looking at the lower half of the figure, he does have a chest articulation, but it's hindered by the tank top itself, but he does have a waist rotation, which can rotate side to side. His legs can kick forward that far right there. Back, not that much. He also has a upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. It can bend a little over 90 degrees right there, so that's pretty good. He also has ball joints at the feet, so his feet can bend down that far and up that much. And he also has the ankle pivot right there, which is a little hindered right there, and 360 rotation since a ball joint. His legs can bend outward that far, and doing the ankle pivot test, he is good to go. So yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell, turn on notifications because there are more videos coming. A couple of more Marvel Legend figure reviews, so be on the lookout for that. Overall, this is a great figure, great articulation, great paint job. Just overall a great figure, great centerpiece. And why am I fading away? What the heck?
You should have gone for the head.
Hello, am I okay? All right, I'm back. So yeah, overall great display piece. Even though the articulation's okay, you can still get pretty dynamic poses with the included hands, the arm, and the alternative head. So there's many display options for this figure. Would have been nice if he had a little more accessories, like the bands of Sidorak, accessories that other characters would use for this Thanos figure, but that is okay. Hopefully in the future we can get more accessories with the armored version, because hopefully Hot Toys does an armored version of this figure. If you could find this figure at eBay, he's gonna ship from China if you want him. Right now it will take a couple of weeks, but you can also pre-order them at Sideshow, so yeah. But yeah, that is it guys. Hope you guys like it. Arolf Mora, this is the sun and out. Peace.